Hey guys, it's the Lesbian Chronicles. We're back.
Back and live.
And live. That's right. We've got a freaking camera on us now.
Right. We don't know what the hell has gotten into us that we think this is a good idea.
We're going to try the YouTube thing.
Right.
We're going to try to look presentable every time. We're going to enjoy some adult beverages.
Right.
So it makes it a little easier.
That's true.
But it's just another avenue for you guys to watch us and get our message out there.
Exactly. Which we're hearing from more and more of you, which lets us know that, again, never feel alone, because every time we get together, we talk about how many people we've heard from that have the exact same story.
That's so true.
Yeah.
It baffles me
Same.
that I still get messages just from the CNN article.
Yeah.
Like, people
But
are
don't
like,
you
I
remember-
Googled this and I found your article, and it's like...
Right, because there's nothing out there.
There's not.
When we were coming
stupid.
out, it's like that was what stuck with me, is like, there must not be many people because you can't find anything.
Right.
So,
and it's
anyway.
frustrating, and that's why we're doing this, you
Right.
know, to normalize it, because it's like, you feel so freaking alone.
You feel totally alone.
So we hear you, and it gets better.
It gets so good.
I just came up on my 1 year of my divorce.
I know, so that must mean I'm coming up on mine.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
You know what's weird is that me and our friend Melena have the same divorce date.
Really?
Yeah.
That is weird.
And hers happened a year prior to mine.
Okay.
She just hit 2 years.
Right.
Because when she texted us that, I was like, I wonder when mine was, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh man, it's today.
And but to watch her too, like, I remember the date, it was actually final, and she was so kind of broken up, and like how we all were that day.
I mean, there's something so gloomy about that day.
But now it's like, to see her,
she's doing so well.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
And so happy.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyway,
it gives hope.
it does. Time fixes it in a big way. More than fixes it. It makes it so good.
Yeah.
So
and we also just had our Thanksgiving holiday.
yes, we did.
I had mine with my ex-husband.
Likewise.
Yeah. Tell me about what your day looked like.
So my sister hosted a ton of people. I think we had almost 30 people there. And we had a few of my girlfriend's family came by, but really it was my family, not my parents, but my ex, our kids, and just felt really normal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no more feelings of, I used to get a little anxiety when they were going to be together.
Yeah.
Not like a lot, but just wanting everyone to feel good.
Yeah.
And
it's like, you don't want her to feel left out. You don't want him to feel left out. Yeah, I totally
And you're
feel
taking
that.
care of the kids. You've got a million things going on. But that is starting to pass. It comes up still, truly. But not like it used to. I don't have any anxiety around that. It's more just making sure that I want him happy.
Yeah.
So it hurts me if I'm there, feeling in love, or feeling, we're holding hands at dinner and I'm thinking, is he okay?
Yeah.
So that still crosses my mind.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Yeah.
And I mean, they interact though. I mean, everything's cool.
Totally.
They're friendly.
He had last night. He ended up with her son overnight at his place again. Like that happens all the time. We all kind of pitch in.
Yeah, I can see that happening in the future with my ex's, her or his girlfriend's daughter,
because they get close to your kids.
Yeah, well, they do, and she loves me.
Yeah,
and I don't even know why. I'm
right.
I haven't even done anything to be that cool.
You're fun with kids,
and she's just so sweet to me. Wants to give me a hug. She talks to me on the phone.
Really?
And the kids are not wanting to talk to me.
And she's
she
like,
hops on. Yeah.
Wow.
So
I love
just
that.
hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
How old is she?
She is, I think, about to turn 5.
Okay, so little still.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time to...
She's little and still thinks grown-ups are cool.
Yeah, and you are cool.
What can I say? Are you being sarcastic again?
A little bit. So tell me, how was yours?
It was really good. My dad was had a medical episode recently, so he was injured. Normally he does everything, does all of Thanksgiving, cooks the turkey. I'll make a few sides. We used to host it at our marital home.
Okay, marital home. How old are you? Right,
know,
that sounds like
it's like a divorce term.
Exactly.
What's going to happen in the marital home?
Right.
But seeing as we don't have that anymore,
right.
We had it at my ex-husband's house.
Okay.
And he actually took on making everything.
Now, did you feel though, like I'm a controlling person? Did you feel a little bit like, okay, it's not my show?
You know, a few years ago, it would have been hard for me to like let go and let him handle it. But I was just kind of like,
this is nice.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll see what happens. And if something gets messed up, then big deal.
Yeah.
You know, I've gotten to this point where I used to be a lot like that, where it's like, oh, everything's got to be perfect, you know, but now I just don't care.
Was his girlfriend there?
No.
Okay.
She was actually at her former in-laws' house.
Okay.
So, and I think her ex-husband was there too. So even like,
they
people in straight marriages are like, you know, doing the same thing. Like, I mean, they don't have like as good of a relationship as me and my ex do.
Okay.
But, you know, they're still on like good terms and they will hang out. They can spend time together. And she's still like really close with her former in-laws.
Right.
You know, which I think is wonderful.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think you do get to a place too that we were kind of talking about where right after my divorce, I think I felt this feeling of, I was scared for him to meet someone and fall in love. And then it's like, I looked at this man as like a my safety net.
He's your person.
It's my person and someone who I rely on. And now this woman's here. But that has shifted so much. And I think that's an interesting part of the process is I'm rooting for him to meet someone.
Totally.
I mean, now when he goes on dates, I'm the first one who's like, okay, how was it?
Yeah.
What was she like?
Yeah.
What does she do? Well, what's this?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's awesome. Like, I get so excited for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's cool because then you know that you're genuinely over it.
Yeah.
You know?
And you want good things to happen for good people.
Amazing things for him.
And, you know, I've told Tom that, my ex, like, I am rooting for you.
Yeah.
You're my person. You're forever my person,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And he says the same thing. It's like, you know, it sucks that our marriage didn't work out for this reason.
Right.
I 100% think that we would have stayed married if I were straight.
Same.
You know, forever.
Yeah.
But just because, you know, we had to get divorced doesn't mean we can't still be each other's
Amazing
person.
friends. Yeah.
I hope I meet another person.
You
that's
will.
My person.
Oh my God, you will.
I hope I get two, you know.
You'll get whatever you need.
Yeah. But it's, and you know what? Also with her, I think I've said this on the podcast, his new girlfriend, they've been together for like a little over a year now. You know, she kind of completes him in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And I used to get like really annoyed because he's really funny and he jokes around a lot, but he would take jokes like just a little bit too far or a lot too far.
Yeah.
You know, like South Park kind of jokes.
Like
he's
like, immature.
Okay, like now
like,
we've gotten like immature and inappropriate.
Yeah.
But she loves it.
She thinks it's great.
She thinks it's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
no, he has a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't have to fake laugh at his jokes.
Exactly. Or be like,
you're a dipshit. Shut the hell up.
like we're at dinner.
Yeah, yeah.
With adults.
Right. Well, I love that. And I think that is important because I think a big fear in getting divorced is I'm going to be totally alone or my person's going to move on and it's going to like kill me. But it doesn't. I don't know anyone at our stage now who feels that way.
Yeah.
Everyone is feeling excited for their ex to meet someone.
Yeah. And it was nice too, like at Thanksgiving to like look around at the table and be like, man, everybody in here is my family.
Yeah.
You know, his dad and his nephew were out of town, so they didn't join us, but they would have, you know.
Right.
But I'm just like, this is so awesome. Like I still have these people that I care about so much. My mom and my dad were there, my older sister, my older brother. My older brother couldn't come because he lives in Florida. And my kids were there. Yeah. And it was just so nice. And
I too, like from the perspective of my girlfriend, is she even will get like emotional of like she feels for him. Like there are times, I mean, it was recently, we were sitting at dinner and I looked over and she had like a little bit of like, her eyes were welling up of like, I feel, not that she like invaded his life, but she's like, I wonder sometimes, does he look at me and think, you're living my dream? Like you're almost like she came in, but she's like, I have such like, not guilt, but she's like, I want him to have great things because I care about him.
But she didn't make you gay.
No. And she doesn't really, I think it comes over in her of like, I can't believe, like, I love him.
Yeah.
Like, he's so lovely.
Well, yeah. And I think that's awesome, too, that she can, like, look at him and feel that way.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I want someone to look at Tom that way.
Yeah.
And see, like, what a good person he is.
Right.
Because he is an amazing person and he continues to prove it.
Right.
You know, he didn't have to make freaking Thanksgiving dinner.
No.
He didn't have to have my parents come over, my brother, my sister.
Right.
Like,
and help you out. Like we had something last night we had to do, and my ex was the first one who was like, I got it. Like, what do you guys do? Want me to take all of the kid? Like, what am I doing? So I think I don't know, like it is nice if you can build that by not doing anything stupid at the end of your marriage, then you will have a lifetime of easier
situations. Though, that there are so many people whose husbands are not like this wonderful about everything. Like,
it's true.
My heart goes out to anybody who's dealing with that is like, you know, having this difficult person that they've got to like, you know, play this out with.
Right.
Or a difficult, massive bummer, you know,
or a difficult partner, or difficult catalyst, or a difficult woman that you know in your heart what's right for you and for the kids and you know, I'm gay. I'm around a lot of gay women at this stage of my life, and I see with my friends, like it plays out frequently, where women, I mean, they can be crazy, including I've been crazy,
right?
Like, well, so I get it. I relate to it.
You know, that red flag episode. It's like we're going down the list, and it's like I think everybody
I've done
has
a few of these
things,
right?
You know, and that's I think a big thing about coming out later is that it's that second puberty. You have the real puberty, where you're finally feeling these feelings that you wanted to feel, and they make you bonkers.
They make you bonkers. But do you also feel like, and you and I talked about this last night briefly, but like I like also though that even with all those wild feelings, I'm a grown woman, I'm adult, I'm like I pick grown women. Yeah. Like I feel like now I like adults. I like women that are equal to me in what they bring emotionally, you know, all the things. Yeah. So, anyway, it's like it's crazy. You can have a few crazy nights, but I guess at the end of the day, it's fun to go through this as a grown woman.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. You know, I think it's almost like a little bit of a gift in a way. Yeah. You know, because we're not dealing with the crazy college years. Or
it's like, and do you ever catch
angsty teenage years?
Or do you ever catch yourself now that you're divorced? Like, I'll be with her and I'll think, for a second, like, oh my God, I can do whatever I want. Yeah. Like, it's so
I love that feeling.
I know, right?
Like that's one of the best things, though, for me, like, being, like, single. I'm like, I can do whatever
you can do whatever you want.
I can stay out as late as I want. I can eat whatever I want.
Totally.
I mean, it's awesome.
It is awesome.
No one's like...
And there's such excitement around what's coming. I remember, like, my dad used to say, like, as you get older, one of the things that's really hard, and he means, like, retired and older, is he's like, there's very few surprises left. Like, I know where we're going to live. I know I'm not going to have any more kids. Like, I know pretty much now what happens here on out. And I feel like this is like a rebirth of, like, you have no idea what's coming. I will,
but that drives me crazy at the same time.
Does it? Yeah. Okay, to me that's so exciting and hopeful.
You know, it's like, I expect that I could Google it and, like, be like, what happens in my future? Right. And I want that answer.
But I think too, like, you have choices. Like, you, as we all do, I mean, you're going to go on dates and you're going to come home and you're going to be like my ex, who you're going to call me and be like, oh my God, I met the coolest girl. Yeah. I mean, truly, I know this girl was dating someone, so she's off the table. But it was even cool to hear you say, like, I met the coolest girl the other night. She's with somebody, but she's super cool. I love talking to her. And I'm thinking, there's a million girls like that.
And that's just like it. It's like, I love, like, meeting all these new people. Yeah. And meeting people who are in committed relationships.
Yeah. Because you can see that there's...
Awesome.
Right.
Like, I want to see people be successful and, like, have healthy relationships.
Right. So you know what's out there.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I will say, like, in this adult relationship, I feel like I'm in a very healthy, emotionally healthy relationship. Nobody's trying to make anybody jealous. Right. Nobody's...
you guys communicate well.
We communicate well. But when you do start a relationship in your 40s and even probably late 30s, you do bring to the table... Baggage is real. Yeah. Like, I know I have issues that I see and they play out. She does too. It's just, how do you deal with those, and how do you, because you didn't have to. When you get married in your 20s and then you're with the same person, there's no real stuff to deal with, really. I mean, maybe some childhood stuff, but this is like childhood stuff times years and years of
build up. Other experiences.
And that's what I think makes relationships hard at this age, but also great.
Yeah. Now we also have Christmas coming up, so we've got another holiday to tackle soon.
Yeah. Where are you guys going to be?
We're going to be in the burbs.
Okay.
And Tom's going to spend the night at my house the night before.
That's right. Yeah.
And I think that's great. Like, hopefully, we haven't really talked about it, but now that I'm thinking about it, hopefully we can do, like, maybe dinner together that night.
Right, like a big Christmas dinner, Christmas Eve dinner.
You know, I'm sure we'll read them, like, some Christmas books and stuff like that,
right.
and do cookies and all that sort of thing.
No,
so that would be nice that because last year he was not there for that. You know, he wasn't there when I put them to bed.
I remember your last year, like yesterday.
Yeah, that was a rough night.
Yeah.
But you know, he came over that night, helped me set up, and then left, and then came back the next morning.
Yeah.
But the kids that night were all like, you know, when's Dad going to be here?
Yeah.
You know, and so I think it'll put them at ease this year to know that
we're all together.
Yeah, he's
You're
sleeping
still
at our
a family.
house. Yeah. We're all going to wake up together. And
now, what would you do if you were dating someone right now that was like, absolutely not?
I don't know what I would do.
Yeah. Because, like, I'm trying to think how I would feel if my girlfriend was like, listen, just FYI, Christmas, my ex-wife is staying over.
Yeah.
And then we're doing it. Like, I feel like maybe it is asking.
It would be a big ask, but at the same time, I'm like, trust me.
Yeah, trust me.
Like,
and it's a man.
It's a man. And then, you know, if I was in a relationship for long enough, if we were serious enough, I would have her there.
Yeah, she'd be there too.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's that.
That's a good point.
But yeah, we're gonna wake up, do Christmas, Santa, all that stuff. I'm sure my parents will come over for a little bit. We haven't really figured out the rest of the day. I hate making big meals. Like, I really hate Thanksgiving.
Yeah. You need a Maria.
I know. I do. So I try to avoid doing that stuff. Right. But I know my parents are going to, like, want to have some sort of meal. So we'll probably do something like that. And he'll take them that night.
Okay.
And then I work the rest of Christmas break.
Okay. In town. Okay. Well, that's cool.
We're dividing the break in half.
Yeah.
So I have them from when they get out of school through Christmas Day. And then he has them the rest. Although I think I do have them like a few nights mixed in there.
Okay.
So we tried to like divide it up. And it's like we both need to work. Like our December looks like a freaking mess.
Right.
Because it's like we're both trying to work.
That's the thing too with divorce. I think that's another thing you don't realize is, yes, you do have long stretches without your kids that you can get stuff done.
Yeah.
But you also, it's an organizationally, it's a nightmare. I say that all the time. I'm like, I am managing so many schedules right now.
Yeah.
It's chaos.
Yeah. And like normally we do stay on like a consistent schedule. But this month I had to go into like Google Calendar and like lay it out.
I feel like I'm constantly asking you, do I have my kids this
weekend? I know, right? Because we have the same weekend.
Yeah, we used to, but I think now
you're off and you need to get back on.
Okay.
You need to get this figured out. Because you should not have them this weekend and you do. Mm-hmm. So
I think that my trip away like messed everything up.
Yeah. And basically he had them, I think, or I had them 2 weekends in a row.
Okay.
So now he has them 2 weekends in a row. But even so, I've got to go back down there on next Friday night and just have them for the night and then come back here.
Yeah. I mean, you just help each other.
Yeah. And that's just it. He was like, I need to work. I'm going to ask a babysitter, but I want to ask you first.
Yeah.
Like, can you come down and watch them? And I was like, yeah, I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
So
I think that's, it's important to do that because then you're going to need it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
What are you guys going to do?
We are pretty much the same, like aside from the sleepover part.
Well, he lives really close.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so does Tom, but
we'll just wake up and do it. His my ex's parents are coming. My parents are going to be here. Mm-hmm. I'm sure we'll see Maria's family at some point. I feel terrible, but when we met, I told her that like this first, probably 2 years, I'm going to be really heavy into my family.
Yeah.
Like I relied on them through the whole process. And holidays to me were something I was fearing post-divorce.
Yeah.
And I just I will be with them for and
your youngest is still really young. Does he still believe in Santa?
Totally. But her youngest is even younger than mine.
Yeah.
So
and that's just it. Like that's the thing that I was like, you cannot repeat these years.
No.
That Christmas morning, them waking up, coming downstairs, seeing the presents. Like, that's so awesome as a parent.
It is so awesome as a parent.
I love it.
Right.
And it's so limited. Like,
right.
like, your youngest is on the cusp of like
already. And he's like wise beyond his years, so I'm sure it's probably we have maybe one more year.
Yeah, my daughter's asking me questions and I'm like, God damn it,
stop.
Like,
right.
I don't know how to answer that.
Right.
And I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, oh no, it's magic.
Yeah, it's just magic.
It's just magic.
Stop asking.
Like, please stop asking. Like you're asking, like I've known about Santa forever and I haven't thought of these things.
Yeah.
You know, like how was your little mind getting to this point?
I think too, like with what happens when you blend, you know, you haven't, well, I guess you were with someone with kids, but not little kids. Mm-hmm. When you're blending them, like our kids are together so much that it is weird when like this year, I don't think she has him. And I have mine.
Like at all?
Like she'll have him after maybe, but not during. And I think I know, like and she's like, I'm okay. Like it sucks, but I'm okay. But
how many years has she done that?
It's
like where they've had to like
alternate. I think she's had like 3 years.
Yeah.
But I think it's also weird to have mine and her not have hers.
Yeah.
Like we have this thing now where it's like, I feel like if one of ours is going, like they all need to be invited. In fact, she was invited to a wedding that her little one was going, and it's like a family wedding, and my kids weren't invited. And it just felt gross to me. Like we're kind of a unit now.
Yeah, like bring them too.
Yeah, if he's going, then mine should go.
Yeah.
So
is she just like,
no, she's like, I totally agree with you.
No, I mean, like, does she tell the people, like, now I have 4 kids? I know I had 1.
She kind of did, but it didn't go that well.
Expanded.
Right. So I think I won't go either then.
Yeah.
Kind of. Like, I don't know. We're just kind of a package at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a wedding.
Mm-hmm. It's a wedding. And truly, I've been traveling so much that I'm happy to not travel.
Yeah. I mean, you've literally been around the world.
I'm like very tired still. I'm tired. My sleep is affected, which is a huge problem. That's another thing I want to point out to people. Like, if you are in the throes of this, I know you're losing sleep. Like, I just know it. I remember that about me. I remember it about you. Yeah. And I do know that is critical. Even if you have to take something, whatever you have to do to get through that anxious period, do it. Because it makes you so much easier to deal.
What do you take?
I take ZQL.
Okay, I do ZQL.
Yeah.
But I only do like about a quarter or
of what they say.
Yeah.
And you know, it's the exact same ingredients as Benadryl.
Yeah.
Like my girlfriend and I were like debating this, and she's a like smart medical person, and she was right.
She was like, damn it.
It's the exact same thing. Because I literally said to her, I'm like, Benadryl doesn't work for me. She's like, sweetheart, they are the exact same ingredient. You're taking it right now. I'm like, I'm not. I do ZQL. She's like, I'm gonna show you. And literally, like, she showed me. I'm like, that's wrong.
Oh man, that's funny. If you do the quarter dose and you wait, if you give it about 2 hours, it'll kick in. Okay. You know, it takes longer.
But then do you wake up in the middle? Like, my thing is, if I wake up in the middle of the night, it's hard for me.
It is hard for me too. And the thing that gets me is that I'll look at my phone.
Yes.
And that will keep me awake all night. And that's like, I need to just be like, no, don't.
And then you're emotional. It's like, I know how I am.
Yeah.
If I'm not sleeping, I will get everything is a big deal.
The other things that I'll do though, like for sleep wise, melatonin.
Yeah, totally
gummies,
works. Yep.
And then CBD gummies.
They say it works. I haven't tried that.
I've done it a little bit, like for anxiety.
Right.
And it does, I mean.
Have you ever heard of something called Yoga Nidra?
No. Okay,
so this is a class that I took like every week when I was going through like the worst part of it. I would go weekly, but now I don't go because I don't have time. But it's like it trains you to get into a really deep sleep. And every single time I went to this yoga class, it's like sleeping yoga, but you're not supposed to be totally asleep, but you're like out partly. And every single time I went, I'm talking a public setting, you are getting into such a deep, relaxed state of sleep where you're not asleep, but you're like on that cusp. Yeah. That feels good. That feeling of like you're kind of, and that to me, I don't know if you guys have that near you, but I am telling you, it saved me. Like I would take the tape, like she would give us the recording of it. I would take it home. And like when I wasn't sleeping, I would listen to these Yoga Nidra, like 30-minute sleep sessions. And you end up getting into it's like the best sleep I had. I don't know. I don't do it because I'm sleeping better. Yeah. But I just remember. That kind of reminds me, there's like something called sleep tones that you can listen to. And it's supposed to help.
And it's kind of like that music that you listen to when you're getting a massage.
Okay, yeah, that helps too. It's just critical.
Yeah.
I mean, when I even remember like when you and I were in the thick of it, like there'd be days I could tell emotionally, like even talking to you, like everything seemed like a bigger deal than it was, and then you would get a good night's sleep and you were fine.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not, I'm
Your
okay.
brain just like won't stop.
Yeah.
I haven't taken anything like, I won't do like Ambien or anything like that. I think my sister takes Ambien.
Yeah. I'm too scared, but
I'd like hijack a plane or something.
Or
or
just I don't know
what would happen.
I'm scared of getting addicted to anything.
Yeah,
I'm like
that
terrified.
too. I'm afraid of getting addicted.
Right.
And I'm scared that I would like
hijack a plane.
Rob a candy store and hijack a plane.
There'd be like video footage.
Like have like armfuls of candy getting on the airplane. It would be bad.
Exactly. I probably did need it though at one point. I don't take any, like I'm way into people taking whatever they need to feel good. And sometimes I do like look back and think, I should have been on something.
Yeah.
Like somebody should have prescribed to me. Even my sister said, like during my divorce, she's like, why aren't you taking like something?
Yeah.
Just to like get through the emotional trauma of it all. I mean, because it is, I would wake up in complete stress mode every day of like scared.
And I really think like the best thing that I found has been the CBD.
Okay.
Like it does help my anxiety go down.
Okay, that's great. My parents like.
But I only found that like, early summer, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, my mom is a big advocate.
My dad is like a huge advocate, which is shocking because he is
that?
like
why are
such a naysayer.
Why are the like elderly people suddenly picking up on CBD?
He said that it really, like, he has knee pain, and he's like, I am telling you, the pain's gone.
Like, yes, that's exactly what my mom says, and she gives it to her dog too.
Really?
Like, the dog's old.
Oh my god.
And like she has little drops.
Wow. Were you like, give me some drops? Yeah. Actually, my daughter takes it for like stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
school
there
stress.
You go.
Right.
That's the answer to your prayers. CBD.
Right. I just think it's critical, like the sleeping thing.
It really is. And you've got your awesome like Sleep Watch, the app and stuff.
Yeah.
I need to do that, although I'm scared to see what it would say.
I was like shocked at how like it's so rewarding. Like if you wake up and you know you got kick-ass sleep.
Is it kind of like having a good workout?
Yeah, or like a placebo maybe even mentally. I'm like, I got great sleep. I know I rock today.
Yeah.
Versus like...
I'm so good at sleeping.
I'm so good at sleeping. But I'm really not. Like my girlfriend's way better.
Yeah.
Like I would say I'm the one who's usually up problematic.
The girl that I dated most recently, she could lay down and just...
Really?
And I'm like, what the fuck
And didn't you say she was like impossible to wake up?
Yeah. Like she's out.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't sleep like a mom.
Yeah.
Like you got the mom sleep where your ears are always open.
And we have people coming in and out all night.
Yeah. I really have noticed a difference in how I sleep since I became a mom.
Yeah. No, it's awful.
Your brain does not fully go to sleep ever.
No. You're always on high alert.
Even when I'm like alone, they're not there. It's like I still feel it.
Yeah. No, you've trained your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't either.
Yeah.
When does this end?
It never does. That's why I'm always perpetually tired.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a good sleeper, which clearly I still have work to do.
I know. It's like, even right now, I think I had like 5 hours of sleep last night.
Yeah. No, it's not enough.
It's like I woke up at 6 a.m. and I was like, well,
I guess I'm up.
I'm awake.
Right. I want to talk about, though, our listener who, we talked about like ways to meet people if you don't have a group in your area. And you can do meetups, you can create groups, but I thought it was really cool that one of our listeners started a meetup. Yeah. And they haven't had their first like meeting yet, but I think she scheduled it for January. Yeah. And it's in Northwest Arkansas. Yeah. And it's called
NWA.
NWA Late Blooming Lesbians. Yes. And in Northwest Arkansas. Of course, when she sent it to me, I'm like, oh my God, we got an NWA fan. Yes. And I was like, way in. And then I realized it's Northwest Arkansas.
Northwest Arkansas.
Although she does like NWA, she said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yes.
Solid. But yeah, that's great. Like, that's all you have to do is like.
And she said in her message to us, she was like, this is like out of my comfort zone. Like, I wouldn't normally do this. But it's kind of like if you build it, they will come. Exactly. And it just takes, doing it. And I warned her too that like, don't get scared early on with like when I went to group. If I had stopped going after the first group because of who was there, because I was walked in, I'm like, who are these people? Mm-hmm. They don't look like me. They're in a different situation. I don't fit in here. But you got to stay the course. Yeah. Like they'll find you.
It's scary.
It's so scary.
It's scary to put yourself out there and, meet new people and everything. But I mean, that's the way to do it. That's
It
the
is.
way that this is going to get easier.
It's totally is.
If you've got people on your side.
And just what a badass to start the
Yeah,
group. Like
totally.
I said that to her. I'm like, you're
I love
a
it.
powerhouse.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Give yourself credit because
Yeah.
that's totally awesome.
I agree.
And you know, we have the Facebook page, the Queer Women's Network that our friend started here in Atlanta, and apparently she did that in Boston as well.
Okay.
And was able to meet a lot of people that way.
Yeah, I think just
So-
if you build it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're doing a get together next week.
Yes.
You know,
What's the date? December
14th.
14th.
We're gonna go to the Flannel Nation show, which is like a '90s cover band.
Sure to bring in the late bloomers.
Yes, I know, right? Like when I told you guys, I'm like, all I gotta say is '90s music. Come on,
We're there.
We're there.
We're all gonna be there.
And I've never seen this band perform, but I've heard like really good things about them. So
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a lot
And
of
you
fun.
know the singer.
I do know the singer.
Yeah.
So she's really cool.
So we'll be at MSR.
Yeah, it's at MSR on Saturday, December
Okay.
14th. I think the opening band starts at 9:30.
Okay.
So we'll be up late.
We'll be dancing our asses off.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it.
I am too. I'm
so
super
stoked
excited
to see her play.
I know, and I love any reason to hang out with you guys.
Of course.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good group there.
And we've got our like other group people coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have a good amount of people there.
Yeah.
We'll be people there that you haven't met yet too.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
Totally good.
More
and
friends.
you know, more friends, just what I need. And I think it's funny too that like my girlfriend is totally not like she does rarely gay things. Most of her friends are straight. Like she's not like so it's so funny when I drag her, she's like, you're way more
You're so
like
much
into all
gayer
these
than me.
exactly.
But you know, that's just it. It's like give me the time and the space to enjoy this.
She does,
Like,
yeah.
And
She's
she
like,
does.
yeah.
She does a really good job with that. Like she doesn't put you down about it.
No.
You know?
Oh my God. She's like, we'll be there, but wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the case with Fleetwood Mac?
Well, Fleetwood Mac was all straight people.
That is true. You were saying
And
there was
every
gonna be gay people
lesbian,
there.
I thought it would because it was Decatur, but that was not Decatur.
Yeah.
Like, let's be clear.
Let's be clear.
That was far outside of Decatur,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
that was.
But I do love Fleetwood Mac.
That was a
and
cool
I do
venue,
love,
though.
yeah. And I'm a huge Stevie Nicks fan.
Yes, they were good, and they
yeah.
did the Tom Petty cover band
Yeah.
before, which
Yeah.
was the same band, correct?
Same band. They just changed hats.
Literally had on like the Tom Petty.
Exactly.
But you know what's funny is we walked in there because I like Fleetwood Mac, but
Yeah.
I'm not like super fan.
Okay.
And when we walked in and like Tom Petty, I was like, sweet, like I love
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
I
this.
know all these songs.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That's cool.
I enjoyed it. Well,
All right.
We are at our 30-minute mark.
Yes, but thank you guys for watching.
Watching and listening.
And you can find us at melissaandallie@gmail.com, which is MELISA and ALLI at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Or Instagram.
Instagram, Lesbian Chronicles. I also started a Twitter page too. That's there. You know, I just did like the Hootsuite thing.
Okay,
so
yes.
I'm gonna hopefully be able to.
Oh my God,
post
we use
across more.
Hootsuite for my business.
Yeah, I'm so green. I don't know what I'm
It's
doing.
also, it's complicated.
It is.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I know. I
it's-
remember when we started it. I was like, what?
And like, you know, I'm 39. I know how to use social media,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I don't.
Right. Well, it's changing, ever evolving.
It is. But yeah, find us, message us, send us.
Yeah. Or show up at MSR.
Totally. And send us your topics that you want us
Yes.
to talk about. So,
Absolutely. We've got another good one coming up.
yeah.
All right.